Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, this video is going to be frequently asked questions with these guys.
With us.
Okay, so we just finished up the whole roadmap all the way 1 through 9, and I think this video is just going to be hitting on anything we didn't touch, and there's only a couple things that we didn't really touch in this. So, let's talk about it.
All right, frequently asked questions. So,
I don't know where it went.
oh man, what happened? All right.
All right, how long does it take? That's
So,
the
frequently
question.
asked questions. How long does it take?
Go ahead.
A good SEO campaign typically takes 8 to 12 months. We have definitely seen things happen in 4 months. We've seen things happen in 6 months, but we like to confidently like timeline out at least a year for any given campaign. And this is again due to Google's algorithm and how they like to place time as one of the factors that determines your ranking. And oftentimes we've done things where we make a change, we do something to SEO, we send some links or whatever, and it might take 6 months for those links to kick in and get indexed and be registered in Google and actually take the effect that we want it to.
Yeah.
So, and it could take, links could take 1 month or whatever to get registered and indexed, but it really depends. And so there's variables there, and that's why we like to quote 8 months to a year.
Yeah. And also to give a little bit of wiggle room in case things do change and if we quoted you 6 months and Google changed in month 5 and then it takes us 2 months to kind of get everything back together.
Yeah.
We're still working that whole time, but we don't look like a fool. And anyway. Price.
All right, so price. What's this cost? This is one of the most important questions to everyone, right? Everyone wants to know, how long it's going to take and what's going to cost. And we start our packages at Moving Mountains at $2,500 per month minimum, and that can scale up. I mean, it could go to $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month, all depending on how big of a package and what we're doing. And so, are we going for 50 keywords or are we going for 3, right? Mm-hmm. And so it all depends on how big of a campaign we're taking on, but minimum for us is $2,500 per month for the 8 to 12 months. And the reason why we charge that is because there's so many moving pieces to doing correct search engine optimization. I mean, we're paying a handful of contractors to be building sites and to be writing blogs and be writing content and to be creating all these pieces for your website. And it takes money to pay those and get those things going. Also, we believe in quality over quantity, and so sometimes for us to acquire certain links or to get certain things done, there's a good premium on them for us because we're getting the best of the best.
Yeah.
And so oftentimes, you might talk to somebody who says, "Oh, I can do your SEO for $500 or for $1,500 a month." And the reality of that situation is they're doing either a piece of the puzzle or not the whole thing, because we know that
it's impossible to do the whole roadmap for that price point. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Even the first phase is hard to get done for $500 a month.
Just makes no sense.
Yeah.
So that's why we stick to the price, just because we know what's needed, what we need to get the job done correctly, and we don't want to jeopardize your success by undercharging, and neither I'm sure you don't want to jeopardize your success by not paying enough to get the job done correctly.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Time, energy, and resources is one of the, kind of the way that we put it. Forgot where I was going to go with that, but that difficulty percentage. Oh, yeah. So what services are you providing and how many cities do you want to do it is kind of a good way to look at it, and it scales up that way. So one city, one service will tend to kind of fall into that $2,500 a month range. There's always wiggle room there, but I think that pretty much covers it, all the way up to those huge campaigns where we're knocking out half of the country or something.
Right.
Yeah. Next question.
Okay, so how many leads can you expect to get for an SEO campaign with us? So this is a good question because, I mean, along with how long it takes and what we can expect to pay, everyone wants to know what they're going to get from it, right? And so in our experience, we've ranked things that have 0 search volume, and sometimes they get 0 calls, and sometimes they get 30 calls a month.
Yeah.
And then we've also ranked keywords that say that there's a bunch of search volume in it, and then you realize that they're also getting 30 to 50 calls a month. And it's kind of weird how that all plays out. Like, to be able to predict how many leads you're going to get a month is a very interesting thing. But for our approach is that we don't just do like one word and hope that that one word is going to get you a bunch of calls. What we do is we build, a huge cloud of keywords ranking in either that one city for multiple versions or multiple iterations or multiple cities. We're not just putting all our fish in one basket, or what the fuck?
Eggs in one basket.
Fucking fish. Fucking. We're not putting. Hold on. What was I
I'm leaving this shit.
In the Jesus times when they're sharing fish and loaves of bread.
Now we just look like assholes. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket with ranking for one keyword. That's where we're at.
Yeah. So we don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket for ranking for one keyword. We want to go ahead and make sure that we're ranking for a bunch of them. That way we can guarantee a good chunk of keywords coming in. And on average, our clients are experiencing anywhere from 30 to 50 new calls every month from the positions that we're getting them. But we do have clients that are getting 100, 150 calls a month from our campaigns and more, just because they're doing more different size campaigns. So
yeah, it really depends on the population of the area. Obviously, if you're in a small town with 30,000 people, you're not going to get 200 leads in a month.
Right.
More than likely, unless you're, selling food. I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
But if you're in a bigger city, it's going to be a lot easier to pull those leads. And with the roadmap that we built, we're knocking down every single thing so that you're going to convert as best as possible to get as many leads as possible.
And really, we work it backwards. Like, we talk about, okay, how many leads do you guys need? We ask that up front with our exploration form. We figure out, what are you trying to get to? How are you trying to grow? What level are you trying to grow to? And so once we figure out, how many leads you're looking for, we have a good understanding of what's needed, what we need to rank for in order to get you that many leads. So anyhow, we hope that this answers some of your most common questions. I mean, I know time, price, and what you're going to, receivables and everything are some of the most common questions that we get. But if you ever have any other questions at all, go ahead and message us right off of our website. You can go ahead and click the bot and chat us, and I'll definitely get it and respond to you.
Yeah, there's also, every other slide but this one. Oh, there we go. There's also the schedule link. So if you have any questions, you want to talk directly to Josh or I.
Yep.
movingmountains.io/schedule.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for taking the time and going through all this training. We really appreciate it. And if you ever want to chat, just go ahead and reach out. Have a great day.
Cool.